One day, a religious know-it-all approached Jesus and asked him to choose among the 613 commandments enjoined upon the religious of Jesus' day. Jesus captured it with two simple obligations: love God, love your neighbor. In this claim, Jesus reached back to the teachers of Torah and stretched forward to the teachers of the church, both of whom affirm the solidarity of biblical voices calling for a good neighbor policy as an essential characteristic of the life of faith. In Jesus' culture, where there were no governmentally sanctioned support systems to ensure the ethical treatment of strangers, hospitality, loving one's neighbor, was not just courtesy, it was a vital part of the social fabric. I have a Christian Palestinian friend who lives in Beit Jala, a small village near Bethlehem. Every time I visit in his home, he embraces me, kisses me on both cheeks, and says, "My home is your home. My possessions are your possessions. They are yours, for you are not a stranger in my house." Now, of course, he doesn't mean that literally. Don't make off with his television. But he means it seriously. It is a part of his faith in God that God turns strangers into neighbors. And so it is in the Church of Jesus Christ. I observe that one of the most frequently cited adjectives in church literature is family. Come join our church. Family. We're like family here. We mean by that, I presume, that our relationships have been formed and forged by a common history that binds us together in ways not easily accessible to those who have not shared our history and story. Two observations. One, I find it ironic that the contemporary church should prefer this familial language for self-description in light of the fact that one of the most frequently cited criticisms of the early church in the Roman Empire was that it was, wait for it, anti-family. That's because the Christian claim upon the people of God was so complete, so radical, so absolute, that it often set father against son, mother against daughter, brother against brother. In the early church, family was not a drop-in affair. And two, there is no place so lonely as a family reunion when you're not family. Is that why the concept of neighbor is so important in Scripture? Maybe. I know this, as Christians, we are commanded to love our neighbor as ourselves. What does that mean for the church, for you and me? Well, I don't know for sure, but I think it means moving out of our familiar and familial comfort zone looking for new neighbors to know and love, rather than huddling with our own all the time. I think it means that. I think it means inviting the stranger inside the inner ring, as C.S. Lewis called it. I think it means that. I think it means a warm smile, a firm handshake, a welcome pew, a place at the table. The kind of inclusive love that turns stranger into neighbor. I think it means that. I love the lines from Edwin Markham's Outwitted. He drew a circle that shut me out, heretic, rebel, a thing to flout. But love and I had a wit to win. We drew a circle that took him in. Till next time, take care.